Show a video on how to replace the bearing on it, so you can hear when the bearings start to go out, because they will probably. I've gone through like 8 but so it gets loud like that. So in this video you will see how to change the Mytee bearing. Of course, step 1 is to get a new bearing. I have gone through several of these before because of a different plate here. So I kept all the old parts and then I repack them and using stainless steel bearing housing here from Granger. I believe it was Granger. Alright, then you want to take the drive plate, the pad driver off, and there's just 4 bolts right here, and use an 11 millimeter. Alright, and then when you get the pad driver off, what you see here is the bearing assembly. You can kind of hear why that was making noise. Just a little moisture got in there from I was being dumb and trying to wash it all out. You want to keep all of this dry, and that's why they went with a shallower plate right here on the pad driver. Used to be a little deeper and now it's shallower. So once you get to this point, go ahead and clean it all up, and then just take a 3/16 Allen to get these loose. Now sometimes, because this whole assembly swings, you've got to put a block of wood from here down to the floor or something like that, but sometimes you get lucky and you can just break it free with your holding on to it with your hand. Okay, I did need to use a block of wood to put under this piece here. This block happens to be 18 inches. It's what I had. Could be a little bit taller. Probably don't want it any shorter than 18 inches. So place your foot on the wheel, and then I already broke them loose, so but then you can really crank on it so the machine doesn't lift up. Good news is there are only 2. And while you're this far, what else you want to check is, let's see if I can somehow show you that these were tight. You can see them there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4. And you want a 1/8 inch Allen. You prefer the ball ends, would be easier here, but I just had the square and it worked. And I used my Leatherman to grab this and turn it to make sure that it's tight in there. They're all tight. There is a tiny bit of play, and that's just up in the housing here. Here is the weighted offset drive plate, and these 2 holes here are what the new bearing. Alright, friendly service reminder, don't forget to take your pizza out of the oven before it gets too cooked. Alright, put it back together. Just do everything in reverse. Alright, got the new bearing in. Smooth. And there you have it, Mytee bearing replacement.